Let's make an appetizer to wow your guests or your family when next you have a family dinner. Okay, so for this recipe, we would be using mackerel fish, and then you add all the spices of your choice. Then you put in water to cover the fish. Okay, then you cover it up and allow it to boil for about 5 to 7 minutes until it's nicely cooked. Okay, that's after 5 minutes, and then we would see if it's cooked. So I'm going to grab a spoon to check if the fish is nice and soft. You could say it's breaking easily. At this point, I would then be transferring it into bowl. Okay, and for this recipe, you need to make sure you debone the fish. You need to get rid of all the bones in the fish, and then you'll be taking off the skin from the back as well. But for now, let's concentrate on taking off the bone of the fish. Okay, so we've taken off all the bones. So now I'm going to be crushing the fish and just taking off the skin. Okay, and I'll be taking my time to actually check if there's no bone while I am actually crushing the fish into a flake. Okay, so at this point, I have completely crushed my fish into a flake, and you could actually add in 1 egg into the fish. I think I lost the clip on that one, but you add in 1 egg into the fish and give it a good mix, just like so. Okay, so at this point, I would now be using my hand to put the fish into a bowl, and then I'll then kind of like coat it with the flour, the egg, which I just broke in, and with the breadcrumbs. The video for this breadcrumbs is like 2 videos before this one. If you have a look on how to make your own breadcrumbs from home, that would be really helpful. Very easy to make and very cost effective as well. You get good value for your money. All right, so now I am going to be putting the fish into a bowl, like little balls, just like so. Okay, and I'll set that aside, and I'll continue the rest for the rest of the fish. Okay, and there we are. We have all the fish into bowls, and I would then be coating it in those ingredients I showed you earlier: the flour, the egg, and the breadcrumbs. Okay, so that's the first one in. You coat it nicely with the flour, and then you drop it into the egg, and then the breadcrumbs, and you set everything aside before you deep fry it. So you could fry it either in a pot, or you could use a deep fryer. But for this video, I'm using a deep fryer. I will link my deep fryer in the description box in my Amazon storefront. So if you want to have a look, please do. And yeah, I'm dipping the fish bowl into the egg and then into the breadcrumbs. And I tell you, this recipe brings in a whole lot of memory from my childhood, because I remember as a kid, my mom used to make this a lot when we had like a house party or if we're hosting guests. Yeah, and it's so delicious. It's so delicious. So me making this recipe, my mom was actually surprised that I could actually remember this recipe after so many years. You know, that is to show that the memories that this recipe actually gave me is still there. And I said to myself, you know what, I will bring it to the channel and share with my family right here. Okay, so my fishbowl is coated and I'm just putting it into the breadcrumbs before we deep fry. Okay, give it a wiggle mix. And then we transfer it into the tray, ready for us to deep fry it. Look at how beautiful that looks already. And it's ready for us to fry. So I'm using a deep fryer and I've preheated my deep fryer. And then carefully putting the fish balls into the basket, and I'll just literally lower it into the hot oil and let it fry for 3 to 5 minutes until it's golden brown. And you would see how beautiful the end result is going to be. Just look at this beauty in the basket. Just imagine it. And let's cut it into two. Okay, look at how nice that looks and moist as well. Of course, I'm gonna taste it. Very delicious. Let me know if you'll be trying this recipe. And please, if this is your first time watching this video and you've not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Okay, drop me a comment. Yes, I need to see your footprints that you've been here. Drop me a comment, like the video, and also share it. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.